What is up, everyone? And thank you for checking out Don't Say the F Word. We are a pro wrestling combat sports podcast. We don't use the F word when we talk about professional wrestling. Shouldn't let your friends use it either. I'm live on Instagram. My name is Mark the Monster, and I'm just here giving my Tuesday morning recap of WWE's Monday Night Raw. Raw came to us last night on the USA Network. Great show. Very, very, very good show. Lots of fun things happened on Raw last night. Raw kicked off. We had the Judgment Day opening up Raw. They brought out R-Truth. Truth is just gold. I got to be honest. R-Truth is hilarious. He's comedic gold in pro wrestling. The guy somehow doesn't miss a step. The fact that Damian Priest was cracking up made it even better. I really enjoyed that Priest is the guy who likes R-Truth. The idea of Truth being around Judgment Day. He, by the way, Puppet World Order. I'm the leader of Puppet World Order. If you see my shirt, thank you for asking. But yeah, we had R-Truth talking to JD McDonough, challenging him to a Miracle on 34th street fight, which Finn had to let Truth know that match had already been booked. It was already going to happen. JD reconfirmed it. Comedy right there. I laughed. We then got the matchup. Truth said, "Hey, listen here, JD, with your big head. Loser leaves Judgment Day." Threw it down the gauntlet. JD accepted reluctantly because Damian Priest said that was a great idea, and I thought that was hilarious. JD didn't get to pick it. The match kicked off. It was a Miracle on 34th street fight. The thing was hilarious. Lots of comedy bits, getting hit with a present. We seen some cookies getting thrown around. I got a puppet friend of mine who would have been mad about that mistreatment of cookies. Seemed a little bit unnecessary, but I digress, as the big guy would say. Anyway, we got a funny bit where Dom tripped R-Truth and he boom face planted right in JD McDonough's family jewels. That was great. I laughed. Found that hilarious. But R-Truth wins it. So I guess technically R-Truth should be in Judgment Day. And I think if they wanted to sell more merch, they would definitely put R-Truth in Judgment Day. We'll see if that's what takes place. It's hard to say, but they told JD he wasn't out of the group, which I think is a violation of the rules. So I'd imagine they're going to get fined for violating the rules. We'll see. We'll see if that comes through. We then had the Miz versus Gunther for the IC title. I am really blown away at the fact that Miz versus Gunther was not in Cleveland. I was in Cleveland. Miz is from Cleveland. Miz should have faced Gunther in Cleveland. I don't know why you wouldn't do that match up there. Crowd would have been more behind Miz than they already were. But yeah, they didn't do Miz and Gunther in Cleveland. Instead, they waited till this week. But holy crap, what a match. I mean, the fact that Miz can still go at this level is pretty impressive. And I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was. They had a lot of near falls, and then it just ends with Gunther just massacring Miz with power bombs and lariats. Gunther's short arm lariat's pretty good. I like it. I think that could eventually just be a finisher for him, not necessarily a setup for the power bomb. He could probably just start 86ing guys with that short arm lariat. Not quite clothesline from hell territory, but JBL sucks, so we're not going to give him too much credit for that. We then got a nice little vignette with Shinsuke Nakamura laying out some really harsh threats on Cody Rhodes. It was pretty creepy, to be honest. I was scared for Cody. Shin seems to just be maniacal and really wants to ruin Cody's life. And he's holding that his father was inbred. There's no proof of that. Just because he spent a lot of time in the South, that seems harsh to just accuse Dusty Rhodes of being inbred. I mean, he could have been, but we can't prove that. Wild accusations by Shinsuke Nakamura. But then Cody comes out. Yeah, go check out Monday Night Raw. Yeah, it was a good show. It was really good. I'm recapping, so I hope I don't spoil anything for you. We then had Cody come out and he attacked Shinsuke while he was doing the video package and beat him up a little bit. They came through the crowd. All the man bun security unit, they They went after him, got him separated. They got at it again, and got him separated, and they got at it again, and got him separated. And then Cody stood on the announce table, was going to deliver the crossroads on the announce table, and they pulled Nakamura away. I don't understand that. It didn't make any sense. Why is security there just helping one guy particularly not get beat up? Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But anyway, just kind of building up the hype. It's my understanding that Nakamura and Cody are going to have a bull rope match, possibly day one or maybe at Rumble. I hope they keep it for Rumble maybe, but I guess day one makes a lot more sense. So that way Cody doesn't get too beat up to go into the Rumble. We then had Chelsea Green, Piper Niven against Kaden and Katana. Change of the Women's World Championship holders. Did you guys know they still had a Women's Tag Team Championship? Yep, it's always a surprise when those titles pop up. Didn't know they were still a thing. But yeah, we got new Women's Tag Champs, so that's something. And then we got Ivar versus Tozawa. Tozawa wanted to face Ivar. It's almost like Tozawa's got a death wish. Adam Pearce was like, "Is this really the match you want?" He's like, "Yeah, it's what I want. Yeah, give me the big Viking guy." And he got him, and he got smooshed. It was definitely an aggressive match. Let's talk about Ivar for a minute. His speed is crazy. Not just his speed for his size, just his speed. And then you throw the mass into the mix, it just doesn't make any sense to me. How is a guy that big moving that fast and it hit him with such impact? I think there's a lot they could do with Ivar. I don't know if I'd say he's a main eventer in the future, but I mean, upper mid-card at some point, yeah, I think I could see that happening. But not the guy to take the IC title off of Gunther by any means. I think maybe that's reserved for Brock, or maybe it's reserved for nobody. I don't know who does that. Then we got Kaiser versus Jey Uso, main event Jey Uso. Jey Uso's got a new Yeet shirt. It's not quite as cool as my Puppet World Order shirt, but it's freaky. It looks blurry. And then as he's running around the ring, it somehow looks blurrier. They're making fun of the copyright thing they got hit with, where they couldn't show it for a week, but then they got it back and they were fine. But the shirt looks really, really cool. It's got to be available on WWEshop.com. I'm a size puppet, so if anyone wants to buy me that for Christmas, I think there's still time to get that. But yeah, cool looking shirt. Jey Uso wins, because of course he does. They're still building tension inside of Imperium. I don't know if they're ever going to break Imperium up. I kind of hope not. But I like that there's just this little tit for tat between Da Vinci and Kaiser. It's just like sibling rivalry, and I enjoy it. It's a good time. We then got the tag title match. The Creed brothers faced off against Judgment Day. And, I thought for a minute we were going to see new tag team champions. Yeah, double down. They were going to do the women's new tag team champs, and then the men's would get a new undisputed tag champ, because the Creed brothers and the Judgment Day really went at it. They put on a great match. There were some near falls, both sides. Got to hit the big finishers from the Creed brothers, and just all in all, really fantastic match. These guys really shine. I don't know if I would say one stands out more than the other. I really hope there's never like a barbershop window moment, which I feel like there's probably going to be at some point for these guys to split up, which is silly, because I think it's hard to make, especially when it's brothers. When it's brothers as a tag team and you split them, the split never seems to be even. I mean, we would have thought the split would have been even with the Usos, and it's not. It's not at all. Jay's a main eventer. Jimmy's great. Don't get me wrong. Jimmy Uso is fantastic. But he doesn't bring the same, eat feel that Jey Uso brings to an arena. So, I don't know. Yeah, I agree. I thought for several moments that the Creed brothers were going to make it happen. It really seemed like it. They hit their big spots. There was a point where the illegal brother-in-law Joe thought that Priest might have got a bit of an ouchie, because he kind of took that one bump kind of rough. But yeah, the Creed brothers looked fantastic, and I feel like they just haven't been on Raw a long time, and they're really getting a good shine. I think these guys can help them, continue to build up that men's tag division and keep looking strong. But I thought the match was fantastic. Cuban Gorilla, what would you rate that match? You're in here in the comments. Anyone who's checking us out on Spotify, YouTube, or Rumble, you're not here live on Instagram, so you're not getting to comment. So make sure you follow us on Instagram so you can comment whenever I go live and recap shows. But yeah, I mean, I thought that tag match was fantastic. I thought Raw overall was really great. Nothing about the show was kind of a dud. I was surprised that the main event title match, the tag match, got as much time as it got. They let these guys cook. It wasn't rushed. It felt good. Everybody got their stuff in. Everybody got to look fantastic. But I really, really hope the takeaway of the whole thing, the whole show, is R-Truth in the Judgment Day. I think he should be. I just don't know if he is. They said he should be if he won, and he won. But then they said JD wasn't out of the group. So how's that work? Anyway, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. I will try to be back. Maybe I might watch NXT tonight. Try to watch it tonight. Maybe I'll be back tomorrow morning. I'll recap NXT. My name's Mark the Monster. This weekend, you can check out the big guy Jeremy and the illegal brother-in-law Joe. They'll recap all the news and rumors from the week of pro wrestling and other combat sports. Live right here on Instagram. Later, it'll be up on Spotify, YouTube, Rumble, everywhere you get your podcast and all that good stuff. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, and just remember, I'm Mark the Monster. I am the leader of the PWO. We are the Puppet World Order, and we're taking over. Mark out.